Cool. Hello, little fish. Excuse me. Nice.
Welcome back, Master Chief.
Gonna join? Sounds good to me. Welcome you. Ooh, I have 1,000 super wheel spins. You know, somebody will take it. Anyone? Where did I get a kudos? For what? Or did I send kudos? Goes it, my dude. Exhausted right now. Hopefully that doesn't affect my racing too bad. Jam-packed day. Picking stuff up as we go. You know how it goes. Surviving. Hello, Denny, Ant-Man. How you all doing? How are y'all doing? Hopefully everybody is having a good start to the week so far. Event is about to start. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna wait for all that. Try for a different lobby. Not the same exact one would be nice. I'm doing alright. First day at work. Really enjoyed my 1 week work from home last week because we were getting moved to the new office, to a new office space. That has now happened. Yeah. Funny thing is that I used to work at this office space before. And then I switched teams and ended up back in the old building, the which I used to work at. And now we're moved back to the newer building, so it's kind of like, it's cool, but like I'm not super appreciating it. You know how it is? Since I've already I've already experienced it. It doesn't have the same pizzazz as, as when compared to when I got to the office, like I got to see the office and work there for the first time. But it's been good. New place, gonna have to get used to it. Tomorrow's the big thing. Today has been filled with meetings, so we didn't get to experience it much. Like the actual environment we work in, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Stuff incoming. We'll keep working. Deadline's coming up, so pressure's on, you know. But y'all's week, y'all having a good start to the week at least? Anything special happen? I'm looking at the used GPU market for the fun. I found a 3080 that's been on it. When I checked, it was, I mean, it's a bid. It's not gonna sell at 11 lol. It gets active in like the last hour. Yes. You have a good week so far. Special stuff happened? What happened, man? I got it again. It's like an hour or so away from finishing. Oh, Mal. Hey, can you do me a favor and check this for me? You go like online and see what the difference between the performance of a B580 and a 1080 Ti is. I know like that's a lot of generations in between, but I was just wondering. Been good, nothing special happened? Sometimes nothing special happening is a good thing. Everybody's in there. Oh wait, no, not yet. It's still the middle of June, so not... Unless like you're uni, you're not in summer vacay mode yet. Plus when you're in uni, you usually want a summer job for over the summer and all that. By yourself. It's not summer yet. Are people looking forward to summer though? Coming up. Hot! Oh, I said like, would you... Oh, is my engine sound too loud now? Let me turn it back down a little bit. 37, why not? That's a nice, not round number. No, I was asking if you could check what the 1080 Ti performance versus the P580. The ARC P580. I'm just curious. The Koenigsegg Jesko, I do, but it's not good anywhere. It's not tuned for any online races. I'm assuming, like, I've seen some people use it in S2 Dirt, but I don't have that tune. Maybe I'll get it. Just trolls. It's not a great tune. I see my friend using it, and he struggles with it. Yeah, 1080 Ti. High, as they used to call it. Now they've even Nvidia's admitted that in the conference and called it Ti. Well, ooh, this PS5 clan. I wonder if I can join it. I have a PS5. Not playing this game on it though. Feels good, not particularly quick. Anything? Full rain tech. Oh, there's a Willys Jeep behind me, I think. Oh, that guy is in such a fast car, but he messed up. Question: how do you set up custom commands? Depends on the... depends on the... What are you streaming on? Stream Elements? Nightbot? What are you doing? Stream Elements? I don't have anything set up, but I can look into it. Real quick. Let's see here. It should be under chat bot, chat commands. And then custom commands, add one. There's a tab. You use the default ones, turn on the ones you want. But yeah, you would do custom and then you add a new command and then you go to the UI, I think. You can use template. No, and it even gives you stuff. And you go from there. But it didn't work. Is the bot in your chat? Sometimes you also have to save it. And I found that sometimes you also have to do like have the chat exit your at the bot exit and then come back, and then some usually comes like it works. What am I using? I use Nightbot, but I also use like Stream Elements, like default ones. I don't have anything custom in Stream Elements. My custom stuff is on Nightbot. Sub, Datman, thank you. Appreciate it, my dude. Hope you enjoy the stream as much as I enjoy streaming it. It's less integrated for sure, but what I would do just like for a sanity check would be to like log back into Stream Elements to make sure the stuff saved. And also make sure that the chat is actually in your panel. I've had to reset it once in a while. More than once, actually. And then I think the easiest way to check is to like use one of the default commands and see if it responds with anything. If it doesn't respond with anything, then even with the default stuff you turn on, then it's a different issue. What are you wanting it to do? Out of curiosity. I need to go sleep now. Alright, sounds good to me, Ant-Man. Already 12 a.m. I should be asleep, lol. We're improving. We're getting a bit earlier, though. I missed stream yesterday and the day before, so... Yesterday, and then, like, that one the day before I missed one as well. Not the best. Steps. Have a good night, man. Thanks for joining. You have a great night. Sleep, bud. Often outperforms a 1080 Ti. I didn't see that other message. Wonder what happened. Alright. Cool. Just wondering because I still have a 1080 Ti in my closet somewhere. My OG. My OG original CPU. For when I initially built this computer. You buy it off me? Lol. Not worth it if it's worse than the B580, honestly, and it doesn't support any of the later technologies, so I wouldn't recommend it. Plus just the shipping from Canada over would like cost you way too much. So it's like completely not worth it. I appreciate the sentiment though. I would like I like money, but it's I think it's just not worth it. Just gotta be honest here. All right. What am I driving? Gotta like money. Money do be importante. What makes the world go round? Excuse me. All right, all right. See, I lost all controller vibration again. What the heck, game? You kidding me? Why? For what reason? I literally didn't do anything. How did I anger the Playground game gods, bro? They're like, you did too well last race. You gotta take away. We gotta nerf you. It's so weird going from yes controller vibration to none. Is there a fix without restarting the game again, Vatican? I think last time you said no. Does that happen often? It's been happening more often recently. I wonder if it's like the patch or something, but I don't think there was an update. I've had it happen to me once each stream now. Past week. Past 2 times I've streamed Forza. No music W. Yeah, I did this for you, my dude. I was surprised you weren't here the first on Friday. I initially did the it was a Friday? No, a Saturday. My Saturday night. Technically Sunday morning. I was like, dang, I did this for Vatica, and he's like, not here. What's going on? I thought he had all his projects down. Where to do that? Vibe mid playlist. Oh no, this is a new playlist though. Like went into a new playlist and I lost vibration. What exams too? I see, I see. Any more exams? Is this midterm technically? Oh yeah, time flies. Is it like end of term soon? Or is it like July? I think you mentioned July at some point. At least that's the impression I got for whatever reason. It happened to me during opens. I'll just play through this playlist and see how it goes. Gotta go eat dinner. I'll be back. Alright, see you, bud. Have a great dinner. Just end terms? Oh, so these are the end terms already. When's your projects due now? How much longer do you have? Doing it for a couple? Doing a month, another than 3 months. Okay. Wait. So you had your exam and it's still like a month out before the end of the term? Wait. The term ends, but the project's not due until... What? Okay. Are you done with classes after your exams? Is, I guess, my question. Officially ends in September. Feels weird. Like, what are you learning? Like, after exams, you know what I mean? Oh, wow. So you have no classes for like 2 or 3 more months, kind of 2.5 more months, and all you do is like just work on a project for two. I mean, if that's the case, I'm surprised people do any part of their project during the semester, the term. And you get like 2.5 months to finish projects. Bro, it's so hard. I think the worst part is also what the. It's also the fact that I'm not running with any sound right now. My hair's a bit wet, so I can't put on my headphones yet. Where's Bone Shaker? Do be doing Bone Shaker things? Can you please not do this? My guy? Oh, Bone Shaker doing Bone Shaker things. Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Why? Oh, are you kidding me? Of course the Bone Shaker runs into it. This guy almost helped me out as well. Bone Shaker's mad already. He's trying to take people out. The dude doesn't know how to take a corner. Alright. Cool, made it to the front here. Okay. Navigated that. It was that bit of traffic was a bit trickier than it looks. I gotta go around. That was really slow, unfortunately. I kind of hesitated. If I braked a bit longer, like just to wait for a little bit for him to go, the piece of traffic to get in front a little bit, I think I would have had an overall faster corner going on the inside of that piece of traffic instead of around it. He wasn't turning. If the guy was turning right as well, going around was just the right decision. But he kept going forwards. Like my line kept on extending as I was braking, which is not great. Ooh, made it. Exams just projects. They don't. Most groups I've been in delay it till the last week. Okay, the last week is a bit tragic. Like I don't agree with that. But I agree with starting it after exams. If like even like the closest project due date was a month. Like I could knock out a project. Like I don't think the scope of the project, no matter how big it is, I can't knock it out within a month. Like more power to you. You're getting in there early. The progress early. Makes it more impressive, honestly. Dude, I'm trawling over like Facebook Marketplace and I was like, here's a used GT3. It's more expensive than a Maserati MC20. What the heck? What is a legit supercar? I guess the GT3 is also in the supercar territory now, but feels like the Maserati MC20 should be in a different class, but whatever. It is what it is. I guess slapped with the car I like is expensive. Oof. Alright, here we go. Hopefully no shenanigans from the Bone Chicken this time around. But he's got a better launch, better grid positioning. Because he was right next to me, so... Dude sucks at corners though, so I'm expecting him to be like spinning out right here, which he has already. Ruined his exit, but doesn't matter. Car's fast. Car go fast. Okay, barely makes the corner. Goes wide. That's my chance right there. Okay, let's go around. Okay, these are all have faster straight line speed. I'm relying on cornering a little bit here. Nobody's taking the super wide line. Okay. We missed a checkpoint. Dude in front of me, I think, is in a power build. He's pulling really hard away. Let's see though. Yeah, he's still cornering fairly decently. Maybe it's not a power build. I guess we'll see on the straight. No, it's not. Just has a bit more oomph than my car does. The straights, but catching him a little bit in the corners. I have to brake for this corner. Slight dab there. My exits are crap right now because I'm sliding around. Yeah, he has got the oomph to go up the hill here. Like a few sort of high speed corners coming up. Oh wait, no, I have top end on him apparently. And still the cornering advantage. Nice. Ah, nice. Not too shabby. No game sound? Is there no game sound? My bad. Was out of focus for a bit. Power builds have better cornering than purists, really? I'm doing it mostly solo, so yeah, better pacing. Solo, lol. Hello, Rinsler. Hi, folks. Yeah, the game wasn't in focus. My bad, my bad. I don't have my headphones on at the moment. Okay. Let's see here. I gotta find a new playlist now just to see if it fixes my vibration. It's like going into opens fixes it. Let's see if Embaticum is correct. Yup. Try it. Oh, got out of open. Now I have it back. That's super weird. Why, game? Why you gotta be weird? Why is my brake lights on constantly? Bug? Oh, street racing. Let's go. S2, baby. Oh, you loved us too, Zevo. Isn't it your favorite? Well, at least I don't have to restart the game. That's a plus. Here we go. Wait, without music, is this audio level okay, or should I turn it up a little bit? I turned it down earlier, thinking that wasn't just too high, but thoughts. There is a Firebird here. I hate that guy. Put that piece of traffic in a place where I could not go wide and oh my god. Maybe I'm just bad, bro. I should have avoided it. Oh, this car is like stealthy in the dark, bro. Okay, this guy's all over the place. Get out of there. What the? Really? Wow, okay. That was intentional for sure. Oh. Alright, well. Encountered some difficulties getting to the front. But at least we beat the dude. We'll take it. Firebird thinking it's a freaking bumper car race. Maybe we're just getting too many Mario Kart racers here. Maybe that's the real issue here. All right, we're loading, boys. But anyway, yep, just let me know if the audio is a bit low or high or whatever. Like, it's hard to gauge without, because I made like a little bit of adjustment, like raising the game audio a little bit, since I'm not playing any music, but I'm relying on waveforms, so. Voice game's good? Alright, good. Happy. Also, can sometimes depend on the engine of the car. When it's an LS, it's just gonna get louder. The ratio is a bit off, but I'm happy. Let's go. Let's go. The only thing that this like makes it pretty obvious is I'm pretty sure this is one of the drawbacks, or not really a drawback, downsides of having music, not having music, is that my noise gate gets pretty obvious, especially between races in the load screens when there's no audio. If you really pay attention, if you're on headphones or earphones or something, you can pretty clearly hear when my mic gets turned on and turns off when I stop talking. The noise gate is a bit of a binary thing, which is normal. In my new setup, it's gonna be a new type of noise gate that's supposed to like blend it better, from what I've heard. But that's one of the downsides to not having like this background audio to kind of cover up my mic going in and out. My bad. Oh, there's no music anymore? It was at the request of Mbackham just to try it out. When am I moving? October. That's the plan. Like, October? Mid-late. That guy's weird. I think the main thing that it helps is that if you want music, you can put it on, especially if you're playing with me. You could have done that the whole time, Baragum. So which one you prefer, I guess? I've gotten like some decent responses, like Reslo really liked it. It was a chill stream when he was on without music, so yeah. Oh, speaking about moving though, my manager tried to convince me to, or no, not convince, but like asked me about why I was like gonna be only going to the US so late. Like this is, for a bit of context, we finally have a manager. I think for people that have been tracking, my previous manager left in November last year, and we haven't had a direct manager. The new manager finally is like actually like attending all the meetings now since like last week. And then we've been having like one-on-one meetings and stuff like that since, like weekly. And he asked me about when I was moving as like kind of like you, Zevo, and then I was like, yeah, it was hard in October. I was like, why? I was like, yeah, just for grandpa and everything. I wanted to stay with the family for a bit longer. And then he was like, yeah, but you can drive back. Only like a 5-hour drive or something. And I was like, yeah, but, and then I told him about how my grandpa had a stroke and all that. and it made the decision a bit hard, or like made me want to stay a bit longer. So then, and apparently, like even like his mother or father passed away with the stroke as well. So then he got pretty understanding as soon as I mentioned that, and he stopped pushing it. Company could pay flight for me, for you, or are you talking about like for like me, as in like Gideon? Because they are paying for everything. They're gonna reimburse me for gas, for the hotel along the way, and all that stuff. It's purely like a decision on my part. And also just like waiting for immigration. I need a visa. But I've been delaying kind of the visa protocols and stuff like that. Plus I wasn't even the first set of people that they did, so it was gonna be delayed anyways, so I can't even go even if I wanted to right now. But yeah, it's like I'm basically blocked for immigration, but like from like previous experience with other people, like this is only gonna like last until like maybe September. Likely like everything's gonna be like operationally be done by like August, July potentially. And then at that point it's just when I decide to do it. Where am I going? Yeah, so I get a lump sum for relocating, plus they reimburse transportation. And I'm driving, so it's gonna be gas. I don't think, and then like depending on how far away I have to travel, they'll like by car, they'll also reimburse hotel stops. Oh, drive back home? Yeah, I guess that's not reimbursable. Yeah, I'm planning to like visit family like once a month, kind of. If not like once every 2 months at the very least. That's why I'm leaving my PC setup here and everything. Although it's for the weekend that I'm here and everything. But yeah, I wouldn't even get on a flight anyway, and I can drive for like 3-5 hours. I enjoy the drive anyway. Oh, he tried to convince me, say, hey, you could like work from home Thursday, or you can work from home Friday, so you can leave Thursday night, get there on Friday on weekends. And I was like, bro, your manager pay must be pretty good if you're making that trip, if you're like trying to convince me to make that trip every weekend. Alright, see ya, have fun with Fortnite. Honestly, I don't even know if the flight's cheaper or more expensive. But I enjoy the drive, so I would drive regardless. Like, by choice. Have fun with Forza. Thank you, thank you. Have a good one, Doodlefish. Thanks for dropping by. But yeah. I do have an intern I'm mentoring right now, but she's in the States. So it's kind of funny. So I talked to Buy Manager because what has that could have been me going to Fortnite. Or, the intern could have been you, lol. Maybe. Not sure they're gonna fly an intern in like that all the way to the States for you specifically. I think they're gonna just put you in one of the European headquarters. But anyway, so the intern's there, and then so I've already talked to my manager. So what typically happens, because we're, as I mentioned before, the reason why we're moving is because the rest of the wider organization that my team is a part of is all in the States, and this means like at the time, anything above my manager's levels, all of them upper management is in the States. So sometimes they would come like once or twice a year to visit. They would come for a couple days to Canada. So I've seen this happen. So I was wondering, is like, since I have an intern in the States, whether I could like ask for like provisions of the company, like that I could maybe stay a couple days in the States. Just the like kind of the reverse. The blocker for that conceptually is that I'm like basically an entry-level employee still. I haven't gotten a raise or anything since joining. I really should be getting promoted. We're working on it. My manager is well aware of it, but it's just kind of unlucky with team change, manager leaving. That would have helped and everything. Okay, bud. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But then, so I was talking to my intern about that earlier today, saying that, hey, yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get that sorted. And then that's when I found out that apparently, my intern has another friend who was, or maybe not necessarily a friend, but like knows about another intern. I don't quite remember. Knows about another intern that also is interning in the States, but is actually part of a team in Canada, like her, my intern. So, and she, or I don't remember, like I don't know the gender, but like apparently the other guy got like a company sponsored trip, although of course the intern still has to work while he's here, but they gave him a week, him or her a week in Canada. So currently we're trying to see either the intern comes to Canada or I go to the States, and I told her to tell the manager to ask about that. So, yeah, hopefully one of them happens, because it's still kind of weird that we don't, like, part of the internship experience is like just to be part of, you know, the team, and currently my intern's kind of missing that. Luckily, or fortunately, not luckily, but like fortunately, at the very least, I've got some team members that will be moving soon, so they're moving earlier. One guy's moving like, both of them are kind of moving next week, and we'll be there by July, first week of July, what I heard. At the very least, she's gonna get at least 2 extra members there, other than like the one senior guy that's always been there, plus the manager that's there. But of course, she's not gonna socialize with like the senior dev engineer and the manager unless she's really open. I used to be pretty open with my manager, so we chill a little bit. Not as chill, of course, as with like coworkers, actual coworkers at the same level, but you know, she's like even more separation because she's an intern, right? So she just hasn't had time to build rapport. But yeah, my first mentorship, yeah, it is. It's actually pretty huge. Yeah, I was like, there's this thing called like a buddy system. So I've been a buddy before for like an intern from last year, but the buddy mainly is just like there to like for miscellaneous questions, kind of about the team and or just working at the company in general, best practices and all that. Not the mentor is like actually way more involved, of course, right? Like actually like doing the project and like kind of checking in on progress and all that stuff. So yeah, this is my first mentorship. It's kind of a meme that like the mentor project or the intern project is actually the mentor project, because there's been, I know of cases where the mentor basically has to crunch and carry the project to its end. But one of the also fortunate bits about this mentorship situation is that my intern is like, where I think the company is like exploring more ways to develop talent. So this is like the first time I've seen, at least, that was a year 1, year 2 intern. So these, I'm sure they've like done this before, but I think they're making them more common now. Where they're not like about to graduate or anything. So the goal for the intern is not to prove that they're good enough to be rehired. They just have to prove that they're good enough to come back for another internship. So like, and all the expectations are much lower. So I think I have an easier time. I should have an easier time. Of course, I don't really have a bar because I don't have previous experience, but yeah, it's gonna be huge for the promotion. For the promotion effort, because there's always like, oh, you want to develop talent, but then as like low level, you really don't have a chance. Once you're like at a level above, then you can kind of teach the new employees, right? But since I'm still, you know, at the new employee level, there's really nobody I can teach other than like the only data points that I had before was like, oh, I share knowledge with the team during sessions. And that's like, that should be good enough if mentorship isn't available, but now that I have, it really fills a gap for me. So that'll be nice. Hopefully, like, yeah. You make racing look easy. Thank you, Denny. It's just a lot of practice. Can you VC can't hear crap with game on? Yeah, let me do that in a bit. After this race. Bone Shaker, you'll catch some hands. Yeah, that dude is... not sure if it's malicious. I think he's just bad, but... I've seen malicious. I don't think that's it. I think he just doesn't know how to race at all. So he's just like sitting in the middle of the checkpoint. Or the middle of the road because he doesn't know what a racing line is. Doesn't know how to pass correctly. And he's gotten used to playing against your avatars. The only way he knows how to pass is... oh. Both make the checkpoint. Did not make the checkpoint. Heads up. SNCC is something quite different. True. CC in general is like not bumping at all. It's kind of tough, but you try your best, right? I think people understand if it's mid-air or mid bounces or whatever. It's understandable. But did I squeeze you there? On my screen you were way behind me, so my bad. Plus having like no audio on no music on stream also allows me to listen to whatever I want, regardless of copyright. Which is also a bit refreshing. I can listen to my own personal playlist and stuff like that. Kind of nice. We'll eventually probably bring music back, but won't be a problem with this race next to dark. Yep. We got our back. So the guy's still fourth, but he is in a bone shaker, so he's got Zevo to contend with before he gets up to us, so we got a bit of a buffer. I'll tell the stream and end with the iconic song. At this point, it's like I've had 2 outro songs, to be fair. So I don't know if it's even iconic anymore. But yeah, you're right. Maybe I could just turn it on just for that. Maybe. Lol. Also gotta get my foot pedal situated before I get the VC on. Oh god. Wow, it was unfortunate set of bounces right at the end there. There's only 1 to you. I'm glad it's iconic. Lol. Alright, VC. Yellow.
Hello.
You can't hear me anymore, right? No. Perfect. Cool. Foot pedal works. GG's.
Whoever put no CC on this tune, he was pretty right.
As dirty as all the other usual max prestige guys. Oh right, I didn't even notice. He lived long enough to become the villain. Oh, do you have any juicy news about Horizon 6?
No.
That you
I
may or
don't
may not
open
be
the
able to talk
Discord.
about?
I'm not opening the Discord. I'm just
No.
sitting there waiting for free goodies.
Wow, I see. Now there's no hope because it's not this year. Yeah.
As I say, I genuinely don't know.
November 2026 Trust. Doesn't it usually release like October? Horizons? Yeah, 2026.
No, every Forza that had demo was a good game. Then 5 didn't have a demo, and it was pretty shit.
November. Okay. Yeah, they likely target like right like about a month or so before holiday season, so that kids can see other people playing it, streamers potentially, and all that stuff, content on it, and then tell their parents to buy for them for Christmas, and that's when they get the bulk of their sales. At least in the first year. least the full price where it goes on sale.
No.
Oh, unfortunate.
No short remains, thank you, yeah.
Little crest. Give you more grip than you thought. How Backham manages to friggin' handle this car off-road, I have no idea. With rally tires. It's so slippery. How's he doing it? Is he like withholding the nice tune? Did you hit the tree too?
Barely.
I did. I was surprised he didn't pass me. Oh god. I need to not power through that. How's it going? It's been a whole week. Did you work good?
I quit 2 weeks ago.
Oh. Is it for another job or
No.
you just didn't want to keep doing it anymore?
Manager had a crash out, so I said fuck you and went out.
I see, I see. Back on the job hunt.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think for the CV?
What?
Another thing to add to your CV, at least. More job experience.
I guess. That's not relevant for my branch, but
Yeah, I mean, you'll still put it in anyway, just so that you work.
yeah, at least it was all in English. Or I can use that link. Yeah, I worked.
I mean, there's like
for a
soft
year.
skills that people are looking for these days anyway as well. Pretty nice. No, you didn't hit me. I just turned.
I did on my screen, so.
And I wasn't, yeah. You're good. Throttle controlling. Skill I do not have. Calling me out, I see. You got your Horizon 6 on PS5 for Christmas. Do you think it's gonna come out on PS5 like launch time? You think? At launch? Are they not gonna hold off on it for like a year at least? That's still what PlayStation is doing. They're not like releasing anything simultaneously on PC. They're just releasing old games. 7BWGT, thanks for the follow, my dude. Hope you enjoy the stream as much as I enjoy streaming it. Welcome. I mean, you also missed the checkpoint, so if you didn't miss the checkpoint, I would have been way farther behind you. Four years after release, same goes on Switch 2. Switch 2, Lamau.
What are the chances this guy is selling something?
This guy selling
Or at least
something?
Trying to. Yeah.
Guess we'll see.
The classic opener. Hello, how you doing?
I mean, that's what I say, so I don't sell people things. Did miss. I was typing. Oh, lap time wise. I didn't see. Thanks for the compliment, though. I'll take it. Left voice. All right. Yeah, let's we'll see whether they release it on launch. Feels like they want to at least keep it Xbox PC for like the first year, maybe. Unless they get Game Pass on PS. That would be the game changer. If they somehow are unable to like get Game Pass on PS, which I don't think they can, because PS won't allow them to like have access to like third-party titles, because they can't get a cut. So, so unless like they give PS a cut of the revenue for Game Pass or whatever on PS, they're not gonna get it there. I doubt they'll make it easy. But well, I guess we'll find out. Whether or not the game itself flops just because people are busy playing GTA 6 is gonna be another thing. I don't know how many freaking studios went into a panic once GTA said that they delayed for a year. Like, they can do this? Maybe I was planning around it and all that stuff. I wonder if it's like people are actually like adjusting sales figures, expected sales figures. I think it's like, damn, I thought releasing in 2076 would avoid the GTA 6 wave. Now they're releasing into it. Like, we couldn't have predicted this. Sorry, big boss. You're not gonna make as much money as we thought.
They should push it another year to make it exactly 15 years of GTA 5.
That'd be hilarious. Another trailer, and then it's actually releasing on PS6, not actually releasing on PS5 anymore. Nice. Then BWGT, how you doing, dude? I'm doing alright. This is gaming. Yeah, maybe you guys should feel sorry for my intern because I'm the mentor. Lol. I'll teach them how to not sleep well. Truly insightful stuff. You wanted best viewers. Nuked. Go, sorry bot. Also hyped about Witcher 4. Oh right, they put out a demo, right? Or the tech demo? Unreal. It looks kind of insane. Force muscle physics. all I know about it. I've only seen like, I haven't even watched the tech demo itself. I just watched somebody else recap the tech demo. What I'm excited about? I'm excited about not games, but a tablet coming out soon. Kind of wanted a like media consumption device. I find myself I'm on the phone a lot more. And I'd rather, even if I can, I'd rather be on a tablet, bigger screen and all that. I didn't want to pay like the premium price for like the best display stuff, like the Samsung tabs or the iPad Pro or whatever, because that'd be way overkill anyway. Apparently there's a gaming tablet coming out though, from Red Magic. Like smaller.
And you're gonna play chess on it?
I'm not gonna play chess on it. I don't play chess on touchscreen. But it's probably gonna be like a Genshin machine when I'm not on, when I'm like visiting here, back in Canada, because I'm not gonna have a console. That'd be kind of nice. But honestly, that's not the main. The main attraction is that it has an OLED display, much cheaper than the alternatives. First, like mini tablet, it's like under 10 inches. It's like a 9 inches screen with an OLED panel, which is unheard of. Cool though. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I know, it's kind of lame. Not as cool as looking forward to games, I think. Did Cyberpunk 2 get announced or teased? I wasn't aware of that one.
Bro, did you play Cyberpunk with release? What are you saying?
What? I didn't play
Do you
Cyberpunk.
really know how to make games? Did he play Cyberpunk on release?
Not on release, but he's playing it right now on Batacom.
Yeah, sure, after 4 years of patching up. They used to know how to make games.
Didn't they patch the Cyberpunk into a decent performer now?
Yeah, but it took them like 2 years.
At least they did it.
Yeah, but why not just release a good game? Why?
I mean, I think your expectations need to be adjusted at this point,
$70.
unfortunately. The reality of the situation. You're going to be mad at a lot of games.
No, I'm not, because I'm not gonna buy them. Whatever you say, bro.
Crunch is the issue. It's also like, I think a lot of it's like upper management putting like emphasis on like we want more features instead of polish. So then they like defund the QA team and stuff like that. You don't think it's important? I'm sure like if you let the developers decide, they'd want to ship a clean game, like a good game on release. Unless, you know, they're just phoning it in for a paycheck, but who knows?
Forced to work overtime and not paid enough. Why would I want to release a good game when the company I'm making game for is not respecting me, I guess, my time and commitment, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That's the main issue, right? The larger company usually making that decision. Evolving again now, following the respect given to recent titles. Yeah, we'll have to see. Like, I think we've always seen like glimpses, you know? Like, we saw Like recently was like the we had Baldur's Gate before. We've had although Baldur's Gate wasn't like necessarily bug free, I think it was just a good game release. It was just good enough. We'll still find some jank, but with the skill with that game, I think people forgave it a little bit. What else? Was the Citadel? Was it Citadel 33 or whatever? I don't know what. Expedition 33. Recent one. Got a lot of hype there. I don't know about the. Feels like at least like it generally got positive reviews. I don't know if it was released in a great state, but I just know it was, I loved it. We'll see. And in a weird way, I think, well, Cyberpunk's not on Game Pass, I don't think, but the existence of Game Pass is actually actually helps, I think, in a weird way, to like try to push people to have a polished game, because I think companies see now that like if you don't have a polished game, you might have like, especially with Game Pass, you have like players for the first week, and they're like, oh, game sucks, they leave, and they never like play the game again because of the negative, and even if they patch it up. Imagine if like Cyberpunk released well.
I can't pass intermission in Cyberpunk still, like it still bugs out for me.
I mean, I think your hardware is a bit subpar though, no?
People played it for us hardware.
Like, would your computer even be like Xbox One Series S power?
I don't know, but like it's not FPS issues. It's like literally screen is tearing. Everything is tearing on my screen.
The screen tearing is part of rendering issues, no? Like it's just not rendering fast enough?
See the minimum requirements. Maybe I'm talking about. Yes.
You're gonna judge a game across its entire lifespan.
Yeah, I'm above minimum, so.
Well, yeah, I think I'd like to take that
be working,
as well, because I saw what's the game, the No Man's Sky. I think No Man's Sky has a great story.
Sure, but should it release like that? Every game should release like pre-alpha.
It shouldn't. I'm not saying that that's the way it should be, but I'm just saying like, without the current landscape is like the expectations have to kind of evolve too. At least if you want to be updated, right? Like, of course, like if you don't care about being updated, right, then it's fine. Like
not release. It's still a tragedy.
Yeah, if you're fine with like not even having to try like the latest games, you're just not gonna buy. That's fine. Like you can vote with your wallet and all that. Like I respect that. But if you want to like, you know, stay a bit updated and stuff like that, you'll have to. That's the trade-off, right? It's like if you want to play the latest games, you're kind of expecting it not to be like fully polished anymore. If your expectation for new games on release is always going to be high quality, then you're just going to be disappointed like 90% of the time nowadays.
It's supposed to be everyone's expectation and not just, no, let me buy it for $100. No, it's not finished. Never mind, I'll just wait 2 months. It shouldn't be like that.
I kind of understand that, but like the other side, I'm like, I think that was easier to achieve when games were smaller. There's like, of course, there's like outliers, like things didn't change much from game to game and they still releases in a bad state, like Horizon 5. like it didn't. There was no technological leap forward from 1 to 1, and this still somehow got worse. Like that, there's no excuse, but like I think generally, I think it's like Baldur's Gate is in a world, like when it released, it was in a worse state than most games like 10 years ago, but because of the scope, people forgave it. And I think there's like a little bit of consideration there for like how big these games are getting. Not like physical size, but like details and stuff like that. I also feel like there's another like consideration here, which is like another problem with the current landscape is that I think it's gotten better now. Now that like video game graphics kind of plateaued, but like I still remember back when like the PS4, like the PS3 to PS4 transition, people were like, "Oh my god, it's gonna get so much better," and everybody was focused on like so much on graphics. I think the developers and like companies are also like saw like how much people like cared about graphics and everything, that they was like, yeah, it's gotta look good, and then they didn't care about how the game functioned. What was that hacker game that like people were hyped about? Was it Ubisoft? I think it was Ubisoft. Isn't it?
Watch Dogs?
Yeah, no, yeah, Watch Dogs. First one. People were like, oh my god, it's gonna look so good, and then like, you know, there was all these videos about like what the reveal trailer graphics compared to the year after when they actually started releasing more stuff. It's like
I didn't play much of it, but
video downgrades.
It was fine game.
Yeah, but then like in general, it just didn't have a lot of content. Like the game mechanics were like Charlie made. The story was kind of what, like it was pretty bad. It was super non-memorable. But then it looked good, and like the premise was good, but of course there's a bit of a caveat there because it's a Ubisoft game. But generally their games have like a good premise, but then there's no substance nowadays. I think it's a good example in the sense that people are so focused on graphics. It's like, oh, it's gotta look good, and then like, oh, and then everybody like on the trailers they're like, oh, it looks great. That like all the companies are like, oh, it just gotta look good, and then they didn't care about like optimization anymore, and like we ran down this rabbit hole of games performing badly because they wanted to like the ultimate graphics or something. And then like people bought, and then they found that people bought it thinking like, just look at the trailers. I think people are getting smarter now, hopefully voting with their wallets a bit more. Although from
surely considering what happened with Switch 2.
Yeah, Switch 2 is a bad example. Like it's a perfect counterexample. People really like I think it's less that people were like annoyed at the price or anything. I think we just misunderstood what Nintendo was selling and how much that's worth to people. Because it's clear it's not like actual substance. Like the console launched with barely a launch title. Like one, I guess. It's just Mario Kart World basically. Like Cyberpunk doesn't count. That had like one launch title and like a lot of like patched. It was basically like PS5 Pro or PS5 Pro. It's like a patched improvement from the previous one. So it's not like, so there's like no substance, but it's like, and then like the tutorial game was not free either, so like they're getting gouged up. But like just the fact that I think they're selling nostalgia. It's the Nintendo nostalgia. Not even selling to like kids anymore.
Actually, it's good. It should exist. They should get gouged. Natural selection. Kill that them to buy that.
One good thing's coming out of it is the scalpers are like really having a bad time with Switch 2. They all thought that it was going to be low supply, but then like Switch 2 supply is surprisingly good. It's the fastest selling console, partially because of scalpers, but also partially because there's enough supply to go around. Which is actually kind of crazy. Who'd have thought that we'd have a hardware launch with enough supply for everybody? So one of my guilty pleasures now to just look on Facebook Marketplace and stuff, just to like watch to see. Oh my god, like price drops for scalpers as it gets closer and closer to MSRP.
Console, it will be PSP for $50.
You consider getting like Switch 1? It's like a second-hand one?
No, I hate Nintendo.
Hello. I mean, when you're doing like second-hand, you're not really... Nintendo doesn't get any money from you.
I still don't want to own anything Nintendo branded.
I see, okay.
It's a clown company.
Basically, Assassin's Creed Shadows, no substance. Watch Dogs 2 is better. Yeah, but then it got tainted by like the Watch Dogs ones that never really took off. I think the Watch Dogs 2 only got greenlit because of pre-orders and stuff like that. Launch title inflated numbers for Watch Dogs. So then Ubisoft was like, I think if it wasn't the launch title or anything, it wouldn't have gotten a sequel. But yeah, Ubisoft's kind of a bad example. Games, but like I think the general gist was like a lot of graphics. I think it even started before Watch Dogs, right? It's like I think it started really like in the Battlefield 3 era. It was like everybody was used to like COD graphics, and then like Battlefield 3 came out and be like, oh my god. And it's like I like to credit Battlefield 3 as sort of when like the revival of PC gaming kind of came around. Everybody was like on consoles and everything, and then Battlefield 3 came out with the quality of graphics at the time, like a leap ahead, but then consoles could barely run it. This is like 360 era.
I mean, it was bound to happen.
Yeah, of course. I think that was the last time we had like a major leap in graphics. So I think if we look back at Battlefield 3, I don't think graphics got much better from there. Yeah, but I think people I think like this is the correction. Like it's like the over index. Like the developers or the companies were like, oh, we just have to have great graphics. That's it. So then they probably hired a bunch of people, engineers and stuff like that to make the graphics good and stuff like that, and then defunded other stuff. And then we're seeing the result of that because it's sold initially, and then now they're like, oh, we'll just need to put, and then upper management doesn't understand like real markets usually because they're dumb. So instead of thinking, oh, we have to course correct, people don't like that the games don't have substance or like don't just care about graphics, they're like, oh, if I do better graphics, then they'll buy it. Like it's just the graphics weren't good enough is the conclusion. I think a lot of I think the upper management looked at it, was like, oh, it's simple solve, just get better graphics.
Then they make a game with good graphics and dog shit performance.
Yeah, so then that's the result.
And most of the people can't play it because
so then that's totally like that's what I'm saying, right? Like but now we're seeing the overcorrection, and then we saw the over indexing into that. Now hopefully I think Rinsler's correct that there might be a shift back. Now that the company's like, wait, better graphics doesn't sell anymore.
It's not about losing performance. If they did the job correctly, you wouldn't lose performance. Because look at Witcher 3, like it looks amazing, it runs amazing, like
performance any day over it.
It's possible to do,
true.
Obviously, but they're fucking lazy.
It's not even the people being lazy; it's the company not funding stuff, right? They're not optimizing anything. Like they feel like polish is no longer is not necessary.
Like Need for Speed 2015, yeah, it's a dog shit game, but graphics are amazing. It runs amazing. Like the physics are ass, but they did the graphics right.
Yeah, I still remember that.
Well, it looks good.
I still remember like the first time, even in the trailers, and like experiencing it myself when like real life transitioned over. Like it looks kind of crap nowadays, but like it looked pretty good back in the day. It felt. It
still looks amazing. Like you still can use that game for screenshots and stuff to make wallpapers.
Oh yeah, for screenshots. But also like really benefits from its setting too, because it's like nighttime and everything. So. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's kind of like in the same vein of like, it's got that same kind of timeless, gonna look good because in the same way that Transformers, the original Michael Bay movies, because everything was set in the dark, they knew because computer graphics weren't as good back then, but because of that fact, you got to hide a lot of perfections and stuff like that. And that movie still looks great. Same thing with like Iron Man. OG.
Gears some dog shit in this. Stock gears.
Yeah, let's see. I think a bit of it is going to come down to like whether GTA 6 succeeds and releases in a good state. I don't have huge hope because GTA 5 didn't release in a great state either, especially online. Single player was like fine and everything, but like online was forked for the first month or two.
I mean, by the time we get it on PC, it will be fixed. So
true. But
though you are the
it will really, like that will be like a testing ground for like I think people have to follow that trend. Like if it releases well and people are well received, or if then like companies might see it and be like, oh, maybe we have to like delay it by like delaying things by a year is fine. But if it releases and it's bad and people continue to buy it, then it's gonna send the wrong message again. Like
I think it will be like Cyberpunk. It will be unplayable shit for first year.
Hopefully not, because if it is, then people still buy it and they get because you know people are gonna like pre-order the crap out of it, and then it's gonna send a bad, like it's gonna be a bad example for the industry, because it becomes like how can we farm hype rather than actually releasing a good game. Responsible for the current state of AAA, yeah, all this pre-ordering and stuff like that. I think pre-ordering is actually like super bad. You don't get to choose. Like they've already taken your money, so they don't care. You need day one dopamine gaming. Game sold well. True, exactly. That's what they say. That's what the numbers say. They got money. And they got out. Yeah, we'll have to see. High quality games. At the very least, I think there's hope in that like we are getting some like high quality titles. It might not be from AAA people, but there's still some gems out there, which is encouraging. Instead of you had like a bunch of slop for a couple years, with no real standout for a while. Yeah, Expedition 33, Baldur's Gate, Raising the Bar, Elden Ring, expansion. We have some gems out there. Just hope somebody will do something good. Might just be the indie scene now. Speaking of about game, like is Motorsport still being updated regularly?
I don't know. I think it's pretty dead.
I think they got the new like Japanese mountain track, right? Or the old one, I guess. People are liking that, I think. Just wanted to get a ground up engine redesign, but that's kind of out of the question.
Yeah, my ass could have never.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it.
It's FM7 repainted.
Yeah, unfortunate. Leadership had them scrap whatever they had. Once again, Xbox not knowing what good thing they have. They did it with Halo. Gears of War. Well, Halo's a better example. Gears of War is kind of trailed off. Not valuing Bungie as much. Bungie's not blameless either. Their Destiny hasn't been the runaway success that they wanted it to be anyway. A bit cash grabby themselves a little bit. Not sure how much of that is Activision though. Oh god, that was... I forgot there was a checkpoint there. It's kind of funny, like, PlayStation generally has, like, their studios pump out higher quality games and stuff like that, like from Naughty Dog and all that stuff. But their one thing is, like, it seems like they're still not, they have a weird thing where they aren't in tune with players. Everybody keeps asking for whatever's like that, what's that Dark Souls, but for PS exclusive Souls-like game? Bloodborne? Yeah. People keep asking for Bloodborne 2 or like Bloodborne remake, and then like it's the easiest like cash grab thing, and they could have done it, and then there's just like, nah. but they generally have like better track record with like exclusives and stuff like that at this point in time, ever since the PS3, towards the back end of PS3. After they dropped PS3 prices to $299. They really turned it around in that generation. I mean, Horizon's just not getting updates anymore, right, basically, so that makes sense. I hope so. Yeah, there's some work, there's some hope. Still stuck on the old engine, unfortunately, but like, I really wish that they like went full hog into from the ground up.
The content was not a problem for FM. It was how unplayable the game was for 6 fucking months. And everyone left for good fucking reason.
I think that's the part of the one of the good things about Game Pass as well, though, is if you stay subscribed to it anyway, like you have it anyway, then you can just get back into motorsport when you want. You don't have to like have an initial investment and have to like leave it. There's hope for it, maybe. Would have fit Horizon better. That's kind of typical. I still remember like back in like Motorsport 3 or 4, I think it was 4 and into 5, 6, then they started like including a lot more SUVs and stuff, and people were like, hey, can you just give us cars that are better suited for racetrack? I don't think anybody wants to drive an SUV. That's just what happens when you start sharing assets between games. It fits in Horizon, but it pads the car count.
Don't worry, they will be in Horizon, but Horizon 6.
And learn your lesson. Very good, Renzler, very good.
It won't go unused, don't worry.
Actually, now I was thinking about it, like racing games are gonna run into a bit of a issue going forward. Think about it. So like, can we all like? I think it's kind of generally agreed upon that like modern day cars are nowhere near as fun or exciting as maybe things like a decade ago, right? It's like I don't think that's too far-fetched to say. Like more engaging, more desirable, and all that. And I think that like might be a problem for like the longevity of racing games in the near future. Because we're getting into the point where like, you know, kids growing up don't know about the old cars. They're not gonna like want to be driving like, you know, like an Enzo or something. That's not gonna pull them. And then it's only gonna be the new cars that they kind of know about, they see, and it's super boring. And then so then you end up with like, and that's quintessentially like that's the car list having issues. Not being able to pull people in. I wonder how people are gonna like address that. And then it's gonna be like maybe like the exciting stuff is like you're gonna more electric cars, and it's like oh, and then like you're gonna like alienate your existing fan base. That's all they're gonna know. Full of EVs, yeah, exactly. That's kind of like I don't wonder. Like it's always I think there's a place for, you know, at some point like all the racing series are gonna move towards like sustainability and stuff like that. And then like you'll be stuck like driving old cars in video games as everything gets too expensive for gas and stuff like that, and then you'll have an audience for that for a while. But like people age and they age out of it. Video games, you could say. I think these days older people are playing good video games for longer though. But you know, it's gonna be an interesting time. We're in a sort of, just as cars are in a transitionary phase, racing games are also affected. Be an interesting time. E-fuels can be our salvation. More and more niche racing games. That's weird, right? Like, isn't like racing becoming more popular than ever? I think F1 definitely, right? F1 used to be super niche as a sport, but it's like
Yeah, but
getting bigger than ever.
F1 is
Yeah, it's only a fraction of.
hot lap simulator. No contact, no anything.
People can't drive enough. Yeah.
Not racing in my. I mean, it is racing, but yeah.
I think in general, people are just not into cars as much anymore, right? I think partially it's just because modern cars aren't exciting. We just have a lot of crossovers now. A lot of SUVs on the road. What used to happen is like even like your family hatchback could be like, it wouldn't be the fastest thing, but it'd be like fun to drive, you know, like just like a Panda, Fiat Panda. It'd be fun to drive. Performant, but still like communicative, fun. Nowadays you just get a bunch of SUVs. Not to mention like if they're EV SUVs too. EV crossovers, they'd be worse. Okay. This guy. Massive idiot, this guy. I can't get definitively ahead enough for him not to just bump me off the next corner. Okay, we have a chance here. Okay.
This thing feels like we only have rear arrow.
See ya. Oh, you left. Let's go. Let's go. Get the crap out of here, bro. With your AE Viper BS. That's super satisfying. I knew he was gonna try to like break super deep, and I just hard let him fly by. Switcheroonie. Oh, that's nice. Highlight of the day. Anyway, yeah. And taken out of cars, the cost of pure performance and efficiency. Yeah. It's also because like they're getting more and more unaffordable. Like cars are getting more expensive, like new cars. So the buyer, like the age at which you can afford it, those cars, like the people that can afford those cars are also older. So then generally older people, especially if they're not enthusiasts, they'll want like, you know, more comfy, more sound isolating, you know, less engaging, because they just want isolation. So then it's just like a whole sort of cycle, self-fulfilling thing where it's like the cars just get more and more isolating and stuff like that. I can definitely feel it in my car, right? Like this isn't like all the fake noises getting pumped in because it's just like super quiet. A lot of sound deadening. A lot of like the
Just
stock
remove
exhaust
that
being
stuff.
completely silent.
Weight reduction.
Did I get what?
Just remove the soundproofing.
Yeah, I think I just gotta
Weight
change the
reduction.
exhaust because it has like 3 cats or something and like a huge muffler and resonator. I think that'll help a lot already. We'll see where we go from there though.
And to straight pipe.
I still want to be legal, so we'll see.
Let's put a valve there.
Yeah, I'll be close. I'll still like have like one singular cat, but I'm removing most of them. Kind of can't wait. Another year and a half. Mod's going.
I guess this car is carried by entities.
I missed that. What'd you say?
I guess this car is carried by the slick tires.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I had. Yeah, it didn't really occur to me, but the car has Isn't your car generally more handling, but you have quite a bit of power?
Yeah, it's purest. So
Oh, I see, I see.
stock engine and I don't know what else.
Almost went into the wall there. That would have been embarrassing. Yeah, interesting time to be an enthusiast. All these EVs coming in. You know what I like, in a weird way, I kind of wish like all these like demon Hellcat people that have those cars end up, I know it's impossible, but I pray that for whatever reason they start like moving to EVs. Imagine how much less obnoxious their street takeovers would be. Like, I know it's still gonna be bad because it's a street takeover, but like them doing burnouts and it's just like an electric motor going. Yeah. In a weird way, I wish the EV muscle car, the Dodge EV muscle car actually took off, but it never did. I mean, part of it is the sound. They're not gonna wanna not burn fossil fuels, but and have the sound. But I kind of wish for whatever reason they could get into it. Sauce and noobs, welcome back. How you doing? Oh, it's already been 2 hours. All right, one more after this, I think. This is the last race of this playlist, I think, right? So.
It's not this too. Or cross country.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Was good. Not much. Started at a more decent time, so I'm happy about that. Getting a decent chunk of stream. Ooh, the lobby also got revived a little bit. Nice. How's it going, Sauce? Having a good start to the week? track is always enjoyable, pretty technical. To me, at least. War Song Gulch World of Warcraft Battleground. That's good. Some niche knowledge there. Where's dirt? I made tunes. I was already using your Dark Horse tune in A class. You missed it. Rain. Welcome, by the way. One more playlist, and that's it. Oh, do you still follow like League Esports?
Cool.
Zero?
Only casual Steam.
Oh, nice. Oh. Well, not a bad one to end on. But to drive though. Oh wait, I can actually try this on road. Do it. Late, nice 9 a.m. stream time though. Wait, where are you? You're not.
Spain, Portugal, something like that.
Let's see, road
Probably.
not dirt. Oof, oof, oof. Portugal. Oh. What are you doing over there? Just for vacay?
I think he's from there.
He was in the US for the longest time.
Correctly.
It's Zevo. Zevo guest sniped it, yeah. Vacation. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I was like, I'm pretty sure he has a car and he's like usually on West Coast time like me. Like he's in Cali, I think. In the area or whatever. Thought I was losing my mind. Are you done? I missed it. Oh, he probably got DC'd. Oh, no, you don't even DC'd. That's cool. How long are you there for still? How long have you been? How long are you still staying for? Here we got one more. What you got waiting back? What's the plan for the rest of the summer? After you get back. In the big Q 2025. It's got rally tires on it. It's a hybrid build or something. Apparently, you can use it in dirt. At home, then it's football summer grind. Ah. You guys winning the championship? Are you winning, son? They're about car picks in a dead kitchen. They're just observing. Rinsler tier cars don't talk to me. What is a Rinsler tier car? Give me like a range. Autos have, oh my god, I retried it. I'm not taking that thing ever again, bro. Get out of here. I still have PTSD from that playlist.
Skill issue.
True. I do not have skill, so PTSD it is. I will admit. Yeah, mine one was said to be fun. Was hilarious. Grand scheme of things, I don't think fun is the word I would use to describe the two. Finger quotes fun, probably. This car does have a bit of understeer, lower speed, but once it hits the high speed, it's glued. That was what this car is known for. The downforce kicking in. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Wheel spin 140. Shedded. X5 FE. Thanks for playing, Ziva, by the way. Appreciate you, bud. Okay, last race of the night here. Oh, excuse me. Wait, how troll is the X5 FE on dirt for S2? Like hilariously bad? Troll on dirt cause fake off-road tires? Fake? Good on track with lots of road. That doesn't help your point actually. The less dirt, the better. I don't know how to take these corners, man. Ah! It was my wing. Oh, I see. I see. Nice. Good line, bro. More fun gaming right there. Oh god. Not the best under braking there, as it would seem. Dirt world record because of you? They did. In God's work right there. There's not just one. Dang. The legacy continues. I guess that car is just has so much downforce that's just good. Kind of good enough everywhere. 2 for 2. You just have a knack for S2 dirt. Yes. It's only the high speed. I guess, wait, didn't you have the, like, C-class meta? Was that with the peel, right? I mean, that just gets beaten by Scout at the end of the day, no? Trident. Trident for DC. Okay, yeah, the Trident makes sense. Who cares about DC? To be fair. Anyway, but yeah, cool. All right, that's gonna be the end of the stream. Thank you. Special thanks goes out to Baticum as per and Zevo as per usual for chilling with me online. Sucks, no meta found there. Is the scout though again? Scout is just BNA. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's stream. Thanks everybody for watching. Gonna be moving on to. Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. I think Genshin for a day. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe it's another Forza day. I guess we'll see. If people play League, I might play League. Actually, no. Tomorrow's Tuesday. What am I doing? Today's Monday. So yeah, it'll be Genshin tomorrow. Got a poll if anybody wants to see me gamble. Tomorrow's it. I'll see you guys there. But yeah, with that said, hope you guys have a great rest of the day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are from. Just have a great day in general. And I'll see y'all. Oh, actually, I forgot. I need to play my available. Oh yeah, this is it. Yeah, outro song. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. But yeah, that's also gonna be it for Forza. I'll be back on Fridays about Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 3 days from now, 4 days, 3-4 days from now, depends on how you count it. So 3 other streams. Gonna have some Genshin, some League in there, and we'll be right back into Forza. But yeah, if you're here for Forza content, thanks. And I'll see you there in about 3 to 4 days. Thank you once again to ZBWGT earlier for the follow. Hope to see you around. Thank you to the Adonis. Oh no, this is a while ago on YouTube. Thanks for the sub though. While I was off stream. But yeah, Genshin tomorrow, some League after that, and then Forza. If you guys are interested, I'll see you guys there. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on Friday for some more Forza content. More racing and all that good stuff. Thanks once again, everybody. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are from. Just have a great day in general. I'll see y'all on the next stream. All the best, Rain, on your vacation and all that. And Abaticum on your exams, and Zevo on your job hunt. Best of luck, everybody. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, all the good stuff. Bye. Good night. Indeed, hopefully it's gonna be a good night. Let us play. All right, see you guys. Bye.